Morning. Yay, Mondays. Yeah. Can never find my way around this place. Assuming the audio is okay. Right. Oh, there was literally a witch costume on there like 10 minutes ago. Yeah, there goes all of my payout, and then some. Sad times. Need this coffee. Yeah, so it's 7 AM in the UK, and I'm guessing that there's like people from both ends of the day watching. It's really strange how some pets, like all these pets are always out at the same time, where that's got 8% and that's got like 69%. So does that mean these two pets are the only pets that are collecting and whatever? That just makes like, you would have thought they would have all kind of gone down in energy at the same rate. I wonder if that was affecting it. That'd be really weird. Right, let me just make sure. Right, talent on. Right, anyway, whatever. Let's feed these bastards. What? Oh. We don't have any money. Why does it do that? That's really annoying. Right, okay. Let's go kill some stuff. Might be able to get like 69% before I have to go to work, perhaps. Oh, why am I getting... It's telling me that I'm getting... Ooh, encoder lag, what the hell? That should not be a thing. That's like 22% skip frames. Let me reset that, try again. Hi Brian, how's it going? I need to pop out my chat so I can see it easier. There we go. Change that to live chat. Perfect. This is PS4, Brian. The pets I have, I will show you in just a second once I've killed all these. So I've got the this one that came with the pre-order. That's little gross thing. Dog, bird. This thing, I got this. There was an offer on, like a package or whatever, limited edition thing. This guy helps with finding hards and sharps, and then these are the event ones, which luckily I smashed 2 tier 1s together and got a tier 3, so I was really pleased with that. Sorry, my PC seems to be going silly slow, and it's making the encoder have a bit of a bender. Like I'm dropping 30% frames, so just give me a second. Just gonna whack on some cooling on my GPU. Okay. Oh my god, what is going on? There we go. Right, everything's looking a little bit smoother now. Don't know what the hell was going on there. I guess my PC doesn't like Monday mornings either. We're back. We'll try this again. Brian, if you're still there, then sorry about not replying to your last comment. So you enjoying the Dark Knight? I guess you must be if you got to level 57. I made a Dark Knight on Xbox actually, and yeah, she's a lot of fun. She's so strong. Hey, thanks for sticking with me, Brian, through the technical issues. It's nice playing at this time. No one else is on. It's really good. Oh, you know what? I forgot as well. Is that like an enemy? I've never actually used this talent before. Okay, what the... So is that like... I don't even know, is that like an enemy guild or what? I tell you what, these ghillie suits are a pain in the fucking ass. AP's at like 157, I think it is. Or 25, I can't remember. I was pretty impressed with that pet thing. That pet talent. I've never used it before. I didn't even realise you could like that it was like toggled off by default. That's really helpful for right, so AP 157159 and 283 DP. Right. Let's actually... Have I got any pots to be... Right, I don't have any potions, which is not helpful as well. how am... Oh my god, how am I closest to Valencia City? There's like a freaking storage right here. Oh, I've not even got the right plots there. Oh, FML, FML. What is it about farming the desert that's scaring you specifically? $41 red books. That is insane. Do you know what though? I think I got a fair few red books when I was doing Soldier's Graveyard as well. But they seem to like the patches of when it's lucrative and when it's not. I think I've got a feeling, I've got no like evidence to back this up really, but I think it depends on how many people are around as well as to how the drops get distributed. I think there's like a sort of an area wide amount of drops. So if there's no one near you, then you're going to get more drops in general. That's my theory. Yeah, so I was at Soldier's Graveyard and I was doing it throughout the day, UK time, so it was like throughout the night, US time. There was no one there, and I was getting loads and loads and loads of drops. And then it came to the afternoon here, so morning time in the States, and people started to show up, and I noticed there was like 2 players that were started to grind the same area, and as soon as they started to grind, then the amount of drops stopped. So that's kind of like the basis for my theory. Yeah, I mean, I suppose any place is scary whenever, if you're gonna get hit pretty hard. I don't know how like 172 DP feels. but I imagine it's quite a lot. I mean, getting your gear up like this shouldn't be too difficult. I'd say that a really good way to get instant DP is ultimate your stuff. So just grab your reform stones, which you can spend your the hunter's seals on. So if you do like your scrolls and your books and things, you'll get a load of hunter's seals, and then you can exchange those for reform stones in Tariff, and then you get 10 reform stones. Combine that with a hard, you get an ultimate reform stone, so you can just literally reform your gear straight off there and then, and that gives you like an extra like 5 DP just straight off the bat. I'm so ill prepared today. Hey guys. Nice to see everyone active in the chat this morning. Let me go through my gear just so that see where we're at. Right, so ultimate Uria try, okay, and a bronze dagger duo. I use this to fail stack on, so that's why that's duo. And my try adds sphere. Now the gear, I mean, I've just literally got all this to try, and I ultimated it. So that gives you a decent amount of, so like that's 68 DP, 73 DP, 54 DP, and 54 DP. So that's pretty much where I'm getting all of my DP from. It's just ultimating it all and getting it to try, which isn't too difficult really. I mean, duo is pretty easy. You should get it to duo, and then you'll have sort of like 260 or 250 kind of DP, and then on top of that you just got your Asulas, and I'm slowly upgrading my Asula to pry. So I've got 3 more items due to pry, and then I'm going to kind of like leave that. It's not a huge difference being ultimate, but it's a worthwhile difference, because I think it's about, on like your pre-pry stuff, so you're up to 15, it gives you I think it's plus 5 DP per item, so you're looking at plus 20 DP straight off, and then when you get it to pry and above, then I think it's like plus 8, so you're looking at what, like plus 32 DP just for ultimate, isn't it? I mean, those numbers might be slightly off. I can't remember off the top of my head, but it's a small but significant amount. Right, I will try it again to actually start grinding. Oh, and if you're interested, the difference is that like upgrading your Asula gives you, it's like literally 1 DP extra, so I've literally got 3 extra DP from those upgraded Asula, and I'll be able to get another 3. So it's not a huge amount, but DP is pretty standard. Actually, You know, it does. You feel a difference when you're in the wild, but from like a PvP standpoint, it's kind of like the sort of average to low side of things. Like looking at my guild, I'm just going to quickly check my guild stats right now. So, where am I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 18, 19, 20. So I'm ranked like 34 in my guild out of 63. So I'm about mid-range in the tables, with being 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5 places above the average player in the guild. So we've got a lot of players with DP of actually the highest DP in the guild is 300. So it's not huge, I suppose, but each point makes a big difference. Yeah, your steel dagger is going to make a massive difference to your DP. I think you get like an overall lower gear score using the steel dagger, but you do get the enhanced AP. I mean, it's something to certainly explore. I don't have the resources to build a steel dagger to duo tri level. I would like to. Hey Benmu. It's 10 reform stones and a hard black crystal shard in order to reform it to ultimate. So what you do is you take your reform stones, 10 of them, and you want hard black crystal shard, and you heat them together in the processing menu, which is this one. So you just heat them both in there at the same time. It'll combine them to an ultimate, and then you just like upgrade it like you would with a regular reform stone. So you'll need, I think, 50 hunter's seals to buy that many reform stones, or you can craft them. There is a video that I put up on how to craft your ultimate armor reform stones. So either way, I mean, the easiest way is to do the hunter's seals. They're not too difficult to get hold of. They're essentially a byproduct of getting your memory fragments from your relics. So the things you can spend your hunter seals on, you've got your reform stones, and then you got your black stones. Now black stones you can buy anyway. It's, you know, if you're not short of money, then black stones are not a problem. So I'd probably spend them on the reform stones rather than anything else. It depends on which awakening weapon that you are wanting. So if you're thinking about the green one that you get, the +10 weapon that you get, one of the vendors sells them. I can't remember if it's Calfian or Altinova, but one of the arms vendors sells them. If you are thinking about the blue grade weapon that you got, then that's a little bit harder, but not completely out of the question. So they're, I mean, you can grab them off the central marketplace, but if you want to actually obtain them without, then if you follow the Valencia quest, then you will get the a couple of versions of the weapon. So I recommend getting some Artisan's Memory if you've got money for a couple of pearls, and then that turns one weapon, when you recover the durability, from recovering 10 durability to recovering 40 durability. So, if you're willing, I mean, it's about, is it like 50 cents or $1 or something? I think it's like 50 cents that it essentially costs you to turn it from plus 10 durability to plus 40 durability. So it's not like, I mean, I wouldn't advocate spending a ton of money on that sort of thing, but that's probably the best sort of value for money that you're going to get out of the game. It's 56 to awaken your character. So as soon as you hit 56, just load up the Black Spirit quest, accept it, and then it'll probably take you about 30 minutes to run from place to place. I mean, I can't speak for the other awakening quests because I think I've only done the Kenichi on PC, and I cannot remember that because it was like literally the first thing that I did. That was at the beginning of the year, so months ago I did that. But for the witch, all you have to do is you go speak to a mini version of Tet, and he asks you to go and kill. So I go do 3 separate quests where you kill soldiers, sort of skeletons in the soldiers' graveyard, mains, and the weapon called, I forget the names of them because I've never grinded there before, but the ancient weapon things that look like rock robots. I can't think of a better description. Yeah, so the awakening quest is certainly not hard. No, I won't be on in 4 hours because I'm gonna have to leave for work. I'm gonna stream for about another hour, and then I've got to go to work, which I work like a 10-hour shift. So I finish at 8 p.m. my time. I'll be home by about 9 p.m. my time, which is GMT. And then I might stream again for another hour or so this evening when I get in. But yeah, I'd love to be streaming in 4 hours time, that's for sure. Sadly, no. What time zone are you guys in? Are you in the States or are you within Europe? Yeah. So what time is it though? I'm guessing it's like, sort of around midnight time, is it? Midnight, sort of like 2, 3 a.m. or something. Pretty late. Pretty late. Oh, you're at work. Oh man. At least you get to watch YouTube while you're at work. That's a good thing, I suppose. I used to work nights many years ago, Used to work in a hotel. It was it's pretty quiet. You got to see lots of interesting sights. There was this one time that there was this guy. He came in absolutely steaming drunk, and he went up to his room, and then he come back down about an hour later, absolutely stark bollock naked, and he started to wander around the reception area at the hotel, and he sat on one of the plant pots. You know those like really big plant pots you get in like kind of hotels and stuff with indoor trees and stuff. He just like sat on one of those and took a dump right in this plant pot, and then went off to bed. It was pretty bad. Right, okay, my awakening weapon is this one. So it's the Aloria Ard Sphere. So that's the blue one that you got as part of the thing. Just make sure it's the arms dealer, not the armor dealer that you're looking for. Now, I cannot tell you exactly which city it is because I've never taken the time to buy it. Because where are we? So if you come into Altanova, this is where, if you come to here, oh God's sake. Anyway, yeah, there's an arms dealer in Altanova. I would try there to see if he sells it. If not, it might be Calfian. But I can't say for that. I know that one of them does sell it, but I just can't tell you which one. Oh yeah, the housekeeping person that volunteered to clean it up. We basically charged the customer something like £100 as like a fine, essentially, and we just gave that to the person who had to clean it up as a kind of like a thank you sort of reward for having to do that. Cheers, Crazy. I hope you have a good day or whatever you're doing. Oh, it is Altanova. That's really good to know. I wasn't sure because I've still got my green weapon just sat there in the central market warehouse. I'm hoping that they release Karanda soon. That's the Queen of the Harpies, because she drops the Dandelion weapon, and that's an awakening weapon, you see. So hopefully I'll be able to get my hands on one of those. So I'm more like excited about that than I am like Kutum. So yeah, I really want to get my hands on a Dandelion Ard Sphere when they release those, which I'm expecting in a couple of weeks' time, to be honest with you. From what I remember, with Xbox, it was they released Valencia, and then shortly afterwards they released Karanda. So I'm expecting maybe like 2 weeks' time, at most 4 weeks' time for that. But I think in 2 weeks, and then another 2 weeks, it'll be Kama Sylvia, where you can get fairies. Oh, my coffee's cold now. That is never good. There was another time when I was working at the hotel. There was these lads. They went out to a toga party, and instead of actually bringing their own fancy dress costumes, they took the sheets off the bed, wrapped them round themselves, and they marched out of the hotel chanting "toga, toga, toga," and a few hours later, well, several hours later, these lads came back, both of them naked, and no sheets, nothing. They'd managed to lose the togas throughout the night, so they were walking around the city, absolutely naked. Again, we charged them for those sheets. I'll tell you what, working in that hotel was like, it was so lousy. The wages were terrible and the shifts were awful, but it was probably the funnest job that I've had. I remember the night that I learned that drinking on a work night was never a good thing. So I used to work on the reception desk. So I'd be checking in people, checking them in, checking them out, dealing with all requests and things. And the shift pattern generally was like 3 till 11, and then the manager had a kind of a policy of like, if you worked on the late shift, you would then work on the early shift, which was 7 through till 3. So his theory was like, if you check someone in, you can check them out again the following morning. So there was like a clean 8 hours between shifts. So one night, it was a Tuesday night, and every Tuesday night was a line clean night. So that's where the bar manager would just clean out the lines for the bar. Okay, and what that meant was that you'd have to pull off a number of pints before the line clean come through. So he would give you 3 pints, which was pretty cool. And there was this one night he just decided that it was going to be an open bar for the staff. So at 11 o'clock I finished my shift. I walked about 3 meters into the bar, and then sat down, started drinking. We drank all night. And then at 7 o'clock the following morning, I just stood up again, walked back to the reception desk and did another 8-hour shift. I was absolutely steaming for about 4 hours, and then it hit me. And for the next 4 hours, I was just dying. I was so tired and I was so hungover. And that was the point where I learned never to drink on a work night. Yeah. I remember one time I was working at a bank and it was they were open on a Saturday for a brief period, so I had to work on Saturdays. And it was another night where I'd been out drinking before work. I mean, I clearly hadn't learnt my lesson, but I went in and I had a really bad headache. And the girl sat next to me, she had a really bad back. And so she was giving prescription painkillers, and I was like, Kim, have you got any painkillers? I've got such a bad hangover. And she's like, I have, but they're really, really strong. Are you sure you want them? I'm like, yeah, I'm dying. Kim, just give me drugs. And so she gave me this this painkiller. I don't know what it was, but my God, it was so strong. What have we got here? Oh my Lord, this fucking ninja bastard! Who is this? I mean, are they just red or are they? Oh, God damn it! Anyway, yeah. So she gave me this painkiller. It was so strong. Like all day, I was just like this. I was like zombie. Yeah, I can see why people get like addicted to prescription painkillers. I tell you what, those desert ghillie suits, they are a bit of a cheat, to be fair. It's so difficult to see who you're aiming at. Oh, fuck off. I really need to change that setting. Who are we at war with? What the hell? We're at war with 3 guilds right now. This does not make my life easier in any way, shape or form. So anyway, yeah, so we were talking about DP earlier on. As you can see, my DP is worth absolute shit because all it takes is one of the many classes with a knockdown to hit me, and then that's it. It's like the witch, I'm sure, is the only class whose knockdown is not like auto fucking auto hit. It's so stupid. This is stupid, right? Hide UI when attacked off. Yet it still hides it when attacked. This game is coded so badly. Oh, for God's sake, fuck off. Oh, this is so annoying. This person can just fuck themselves. Other thing that's really fucking annoying is for some reason the witch will put her weapon away on a regular basis. So like I cast an ability. I forget which one. The lightning one where you pull down and circle and it'll put the weapon away. It's just like infuriating. I'm getting angry at this guy now. And the annoying thing is, right, I don't know which guild they're with. This is why there's fucking ghillie suits are just bullshit.
outside is 11 degrees Celsius.
I'm kind of half looking for this ninja, half grinding. I kind of want to find him again because I want to beat him. But I also kind of need to be heading back somewhat, because the last thing I want to do is overweight in the desert. Okay. I think I need myself one of those costumes. It's so expensive. What's the difference between a premium set and a classic set? Right, so that comes with Awakening. Weapon costumes are not included in the set effects. Main, containing a top and main sub-awakening weapons. So what's the difference between this and this? So is one just like without the awakening stuff, perhaps? Right, so that comes with a box containing a top and main / sub weapons. A box containing a top and main / sub / awakening weapons. So basically you're paying an extra 500 pearls to have your awakening weapon. Yeah, I'm not asked about that. If I can get like cheap the effects that I need, then great. So 2,900. I'm gonna have to wait till payday for this, I think. Which is gonna be like 2 weeks. And by then I'll be 60 anyway. Oh, it's only 20. No, I'll need $30. Oh, such a drain. Because I can't just top up with my credit card. I've got to like buy gift cards from what's it called? cdkeys.com, and then top up my account that way, because in their infinite wisdom, Sony do not allow you to fund a PSN account for a region that you do not live in, which is so dumb. It's like, I'm trying to give you money, make it easy for me. I mean, clearly it hasn't stopped me from doing what I want to do, but it's just awkward. I'd probably spend more money if it wasn't so difficult. So I'm sure there's some reason that they do that, for like fraud prevention purposes or something, but God, it's annoying. Okay. Right, anyway, enough of that. I still should be able to get myself, I've got like half an hour, I'll get myself another 0.5%. I should really start myself a LAN just so I could go around and kill people. It's so infuriating being a witch. Like the worst 1v1 PvPer. Oop, love getting these Zulas. Okay, almost there. There we go, 69%. Time to get the heck out of here. Probably shouldn't have run as far as I did. This is annoying. It's so far to run. Okay. Almost there. I should be able to get to 70% by end of tonight. I hope. Right, I've got 8 days before that thing expires, and I've got 30% to go. So 30 divided by 8. So I've got to get minimum of 4% per day in order to hit that. So I've hit, I've done 2% this morning. I'm probably gonna do like 3% today, maybe a little bit more, depending on what time I get in. And then I've got Wednesday off, so that'll be an all day thing. So I'll probably get like, I could probably get like 10% then, and maybe more. Sort of being on the conservative side of things. I should do that. I should do it. So yeah. Cool. Anyway, it's been a blast. Thank you everybody for tuning in for for my sleepy morning coffee stream. I quite enjoyed this actually. I might do this on a daily basis. As long as you guys keep turning up and chatting to me, then I think I'll keep streaming. So yeah, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and a like. And also, I'm trying to get people to follow me on Twitter so that we can keep the conversation going outside of the stream, because really enjoying chatting to you guys. So don't forget to follow me on Twitter at Newty. Yeah, I should have changed that to Blackout Gaming, but now I'm keeping it. So yeah. Anyway, it's been a blast. I will catch you guys in the next one.